Let me check that out. Yes, you are. How are you doing, Jason? Good. Excellent. Let's get started then. And this is Miss Christensen, and today is Thursday, October 12th, 2017. It's the ACVS Morning News, our second time of broadcasting live from YouTube on YouTube streaming. Hopefully, we will have more people come. If they do come, I will be able to see them on the group chat, or they can join us in Blackboard Collaborate. Either one will be fine. So hopefully, we'll be able to see some people joining us in on YouTube. We'll see. We'll see what happens, though. Anyway, this is Thursday, October 12th, 2017, and let's pledge allegiance to the flag. If you'd like to join us, please stand, face the flag either in your room or on the computer. Put your right hand over your heart and ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And thank you very much. Let's go on. I'm going to skip the calendar for a minute because I want to focus on that. This is happening right this minute in the room right next door to the Orca room where I am. They're going to be there right over there. In the club room, actually. They're having picture retakes as we speak, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., which means, and this is the biggest thing, I'm hoping some teachers are watching, because all the clubs today will have to be in the Chinook room because it's going to be too crowded in the club room with the picture retakes happening. So let's look at the clubs today. Hold on, let me get to the clubs. All right, so at 10 o'clock in just a few minutes, grades 3 and 4, Forensics Mystery Club with Mrs. Grauberger. I just was talking to Mrs. Grauberger about that. She says it's fine that they're in the Chinook room today. I'm thinking Mrs. Popescu knows now also this story time and booking club will be in the, wow, that's from 10 to 11 also. So they're going to have to find another room for that. I'm thinking one of the rooms on that side of the building will be a good room for it. From 1 to 2, the art club with Mrs. Linker. Again, that will have to be in the Chinook room. 2 to 3, future Hispanic leaders, FHLE will, or LA will, with Mrs. Rojas, will have to be in the Chinook room. And 3 to 4, the chess and video games club with Mr. Brown will also have to be in the Chinook room. All right, Caldwell. In Caldwell, in just a few minutes, will be the game board design with Mr. Hunter. I'm thinking he's already there and getting set up. You're going to go to that, Jason, is that right? All right. And in Boise, the Board Games Club with Mrs. Haas will be starting as usual at 10 o'clock this morning in a few minutes. All right, let's go back to the calendar now. We'll look up things that are happening. This is like the busiest week so far this year for sure. So picture retakes, we just talked about that. That's until 3 p.m. today. If you did not get your picture taken at the Hispanic Center in Nampa in August, when school first started, you'll need to come and have your picture taken. They will give you a little card immediately. They'll give you your ID card. That's handy not only for our school, but for other things around around town and stuff too when they want you to have an ID proving you're a student. Friday's your favorite day, huh? Tomorrow? Because the labs are closed? Is that why it's your favorite day, Jason? No, how come Friday is your favorite day? We can tell he's still writing because he has a little box there. Oh, it's the 13th. Friday the 13th. I should have known that. I did realize that um, the other day, and I hadn't mentioned it though. Also tomorrow for the kindergarten through sixth graders, for the elementary kids, there's a parent meeting from 8:30 to 9:30 at Fly A&M in Nampa. But the rest of the computer labs are closed. Even to the teachers in Nampa, there's going to be some work going on our heater. And so we're not even going to be having teachers meetings in the building here. Most of us are going to be working from home tomorrow. And let's see, Monday, the Hispanic Leadership Summit is happening. I'm hoping a whole bunch of people have signed up for that. Tuesday, this is very important. We'll talk more about this in a minute. The Internet Safety Night, 7 p.m. at the Nampa Civic Center, and we'll talk more about that. Also, the Title I parent meeting is going to be happening at 1 p.m. at Wahoo's for all those parents who have kids in Title I. And then on the 19th, that's a week from today, 7th and 8th graders only. And we'll have the tie-dye t-shirt and Minute to Win It and pizza night. Sorry, this is only for 7th and 8th graders, but elementary kids get field trips every month, and the high schoolers get proms and other activities lots of times during the year. They have the student council who works on it, on new events for the high school every month. But the 7th and 8th graders get left out. So this year we're doing 4 events only for the 7th and 8th graders. First one happens on the 19th. And then a week from tomorrow is the end of the first quarter. Can you believe that? It is coming up so fast. We will be printing out report cards, and printing out report cards. So you'll need to have all of your work in for sure by Friday, if not before. Health science experience, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Parent conferences are coming up on the 26th from 4:30 to 8. That's going to be at the Nampa Civic Center. And the kindergarten through sixth grade will have a field trip to Farmstead on that same day on the 26th. And yes, we'll be having a Halloween party from 1:30 to 2:30 in the Nampa parking lot. Not sure what else whether there's going to be any events at the Caldwell office or the Boise office yet. I'll let you know if I hear about that, though. And there might be, huh? Yeah, you're there in Caldwell. So if you hear of anything, let me know. Okay, Jason? Okay. All right. K through 6 parent meeting again will be happening on the 10th of November from 8:30 to 9:30. I haven't put it in yet, but I believe the day that the time changes will be the 5th of November, which I am so looking forward to. 1 extra hours of sleep. Okay, again, like we said, today is the day, 9 to 3 in the Nampa lab. The lady is next door right there, and she is doing picture retakes right now. All right, the 11th Annual Hispanic Youth Leadership Summit, save the date. There's one free full day of phenomenal workshops. I forgot to hit the record button here. I'm going to record that. October 16th, that's this Monday. At Boise State. Talk to Mrs. Rojas. She will know all the answers about that. I don't know if there's any seats left. I know the space was limited, so I'm not sure. All right, Tuesday, a week from a week from, just a few days away, not a whole week away. This is very important. At the NAMPA Civic Center, we are having a guest speaker, Mark Dalton. He's an investigator from the Idaho Attorney General's Internet Crimes Against Children Unit. And the topics are cyberbullying, social networking, cell phones and sexting, and safety strategies. Parents and guardians are invited to this evening. Students in grades 7 through 12 are welcome, but parents, you need to use discretion due to the content that will be discussed that night. And this will be, let me point out again, it's at the NAMPA Civic Center. It's not at our lab. Also, I talked to Mrs. Grover. She's in charge of this, or has been organizing it. She said that other groups are welcome to come. If your parents know of any other parents who don't have children at our school and they're interested in this, they're welcome to bring their friends with them, other adults. That'd be great. Okay, middle school harvest party. This is the one for the middle schoolers for 7th and 8th graders only. Thursday, October 19th, 7th to 8th. The ACVS parking lot, tie-dye shirts, minute to win it, play games, eat pizza. It's 100% free, and it's for middle schoolers only. The reason why we're doing the tie-dye shirts is these are your shirts. We'd like you to wear them to the next activity so we won't have to check IDs. Okay. IDs are going to be helpful. If you don't have an ID, if you haven't gotten your picture ID yet, you need to come to our lab and get that today. Are you saying you do have it or you need it, Jason? You do have one. Okay, excellent. I'm glad to know that. All right, 2017 Health Science Experience Night. I know there are a lot of students who have, when they've gone through my reading screening, they've told me they're interested in getting into the health field of some kind. They may not be positive what they want to do, but this is a good idea to come, and it will give you a little idea of maybe what direction you'd like to go in. Tuesday, October 24th, 5 to 7:30. This is not through our school. It's through Idaho ISU. It's through the university, Idaho State University, and it's in the Meridian Health Center, Science Center on 1311 Central. If you have any questions, call that number 373-1798 for more information. They'd be able to help you, or perhaps Miss Hearn here at the school would be able to help you too. So today, we already went through this for the Thursday clubs. Next Monday in Nampa from 10 to 11 will be fun problem solving with Mr. Lenz. 10:30 to 12:30 will not be, sorry, because it's not the second Monday of the month. Well, let's cross that one off. Will not be student council. 12:30 to 1:30. We'll have grades 7 through 12 friendship club with, you know what? It would be with Miss Trotto, but she is a new mom. She's got a new baby. I don't know whether you guys heard about that. She has a new baby that was born over the break, and so she won't be leading that friendship club. I believe they said Miss Williams will be. So you can come and see who's going to be the leader of your club that day. We saw a picture of Mrs. Toronto's baby. She's so cute, little baby girl. All right, then from 12:30 to 1:30, grades 5 to 12, Forensic Science Club with Mr. Warren is happening. And then 1:30 to 2:30 is the Zumba Club with Miss Guyona. 2:30 to 3:30 is the Tabletop Sports Club with Mrs. Friend. And in Caldwell from 10 to 11 is a game club with Mrs. Dilbeck. And headphones are $8 at the Nampa office. Nice headphones. The state of Idaho requires 4 to 6 hours of schoolwork every day. 4 to 6 hours. That's all we ask. The rest of 18 to 20 hours is all yours. And read aloud with your family or to pets for 20 minutes every day. It's the most important and fun 20 minutes of your day. It really is. And does walking make you smarter? Yes, absolutely. Here's your brain after sitting quietly for 20 minutes, brain after a 20-minute walk. Studies have shown you do better on a test if you take a walk before you take the test. You'll do better on it. All right, now we're talking about anti-procrastination goals this week, actually for a couple weeks. So we're talking today about being perfect. And how many people want to be perfect all the time? Do you have any trouble? Really, Jason, do you have trouble with perfectionism? You always want to be perfect on everything you do? Every day. Yeah, that's a problem, a real problem with some people. Some people, you just want to do your best, and that's okay. But other people, it's like they're scared to death to start because they know their first draft can't be the perfect one. Okay, so if you've ever said that to yourself, something like, this project has to impress everyone. I really can't blow this opportunity. Placing such high hopes on a project only adds anxiety and fear of failure, and it makes you almost freeze. Perfectionism fuels procrastination. So overcome this mental block by simply giving yourself permission to be human. So if you have this problem, allow yourself to be imperfect and just write out the first thing as fast as you can. You can always redo your work later. And if you have a problem with being a perfectionist, go one step further and commit yourself to doing a sloppy job on purpose. Make your first draft fast and sloppy. Hey, have you ever read Harry Potter, Jason? This is a long answer. All 8 books, yeah. He has read all 8 books. Well, J.K. Rowling then was the author. She actually did the first draft of Harry Potter on a napkin. She didn't, and I'm sure she rewrote it later. But the first draft of Harry Potter was all written out on napkins while she worked in a coffee shop. And so did she worry about being perfect the first time? And if she said, wait a minute, I can't start this book until I have a room with a computer, and that room has to look out over the ocean, and there has to be a beautiful scene, and everything in the room has to be dust free, and I have to have the exact right color on my font and the exact right type of font on my computer, and everything has to be perfectly clean. Do you think Harry Potter would have ever been written? I don't think so. She wrote it on a napkin on her breaks while she was working at this coffee shop. And so, and as a matter of fact, a lot of the other books she wrote, she said she did her best work while she was working and while she was in a coffee shop, even after she didn't have to work at a coffee shop, because she became richer than the Queen of England. And she didn't have to work at a coffee shop anymore, but she still went back to the coffee shops because she liked the way people were talking and she wasn't paying attention and she could just concentrate on writing. But the first copy of Harry Potter, the first book, was written on napkins, just jotted down. That's what you need to do if you're a perfectionist. Give yourself permission to be sloppy, and then instead of making every step perfect, think of them as steps toward perfection. So, for instance, write a page or two now, and then proofread and correct them later. And there was somebody, Michael Law said, perfectionism isn't really about a deep love of doing your best. It's about fear of making a mistake, fear of disappointing others, fear of failure, fear of success. But if you ever read the Old Testament, there's a book in the Old Testament called Ecclesiastic. In Ecclesiastes 11:4, it says, if you wait for perfect conditions, you'll never get anything done. So today, give yourself permission to be human. Do your best to make a mistake, but complete those tasks you've been putting off. Take at least one brick out of your backpack today. I'll talk more about the bricks in the backpacks tomorrow or Tuesday. So, with something to think about, this is Miss Christensen saying, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. And we'll see you again Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll see you here in the lab. If you come in to get your picture taken, stop into the Orca room where I am and just wave and say hi. And bye, Jason. Thanks for coming. And hopefully we'll have more people here joining us live next Tuesday for Good Morning, Another Choice Virtual Charter School live at 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bye, Jason. Bye, everybody.